let me ask you this: whenever he first left, mentally, did it do anything to you, or it just felt normal because you stayed in touch with your pops as much as it was like he was still around?
Nah, you know, mama didn't talk down. You know what I'm saying? Had she talked down and said, your daddy ain't that probably would have got in here. He didn't show that. She couldn't even put that on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, whatever went on between them,
yeah,
it didn't affect our relationship with Dad because, you know, he didn't show no weakness. You know what I'm saying? He moved on and found another queen too.
I got you.
And knew how to treat her better.
Yeah.
You know.
What about you, OG? How you felt about you know, what was going on in your mind mentally whenever moms and pops split up?
Like my little brother said, it didn't affect us at all, but we did suffer, not a lot, but a piece. But not even that. We didn't even feel it because we didn't know it. But when Daddy was gone, I never forget. Sitting right there in the house when the police was finna escort him off the premises, and he had his last little say-so, and we, well, Daddy finna go. You know, so we had to hug our daddy for the last time because we knew our daddy was getting ready to leave. You did what I'm saying? And he had his daddy in the room at the time. Man, that was cold-blooded when I had to see my daddy's daddy come get him and escort him out with the police. You understand me? Got my granddaddy shot to my granddaddy's. Family type like that, and he was gone. And I cried at that moment. You did what I'm saying? You know, my daddy, he finna leave, and we was explaining, you know, he won't be coming, they're not together no more, but I never forget, out of nowhere, after I wouldn't even say a couple of years, but to us, you know, years go by real slow back then. You know, so it take a long time for a year.
Yes.
And so I would give him a year and a half. We'll say he was gone. That's a long time. And I never forget one day. We looked at the curtain. I said, God, you heard somebody pull up. I heard my mama answer the door. Because one thing we was coming with kids, you don't run to the door when you hear somebody knock. Sure, that's what grown for. You better not go open no door. You better not put your hand on the doorknob. Because you hear somebody knocking. But I remember my mom was at the door talking, and she was saying something. And I heard her say, boys, come here. Ran in there, and my daddy was standing standing in the drive, standing in the porch. I never forget when he walked in the house, ran up, and I jumped on him, started hugging him. I said, where we going? He said, I'm taking you out to the state fair. Get your stuff. And I never forget back then, my daddy gave us all $20.
That was a lot of money back in the G.
Hold on now. What? Come on, stop. $20 bill?
Yeah.
You know, my daddy bought us bicycles, you know. We got bikes in the mail and shit. You get things, Daddy know you doing, you short. Daddy wasn't never gone. The daddy that we did have, his name was Clarence Carter. Our stepdaddy stepped up. We don't call him stepdaddy, we call him the father that stepped up. You did what I'm saying? All right, you gonna catch that in a minute.
I got it. I got
let
it.
him soak in that for a minute. You did what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't say stepdad. Stepdad is such a, old-fashioned word. You know, for these days, because these days ain't nobody doing nothing. It's a rap. It's a village. It's a village of wild kids running around with no king, nobody, no guys. You know, back then they take them out and show them how to hunt. Shit. Now they just sitting around watching them until they become hunted. But that's what's going on. But my stepdad, shout out to Clarence Carter. Everybody might know his family, you know, they call him the Carter restaurant where everybody ate down there, old-fashioned Louisiana restaurant. Matter of fact, he's from Shreveport, Louisiana. You know, your part down there in your village.
In my neck of the woods,
yeah. Man, Shreveport, Louisiana, man. That's where my stepdaddy from, turned us into a whole different life. He wasn't no gangster, but he wasn't no sucker either.
Stand-up man.
He was a gentleman.
There you go.
He was a gentleman. My daddy was a hustler. Not in drug-wise, pool table, dice, mainly pool. That was his thing. If he could sucker you, get your stick,